Amazon Echo Show Review. Smart speaker with a screen has great potential. The Amazon Echo Show takes the Alexa voice assistant and squeezes it into a cross between a digital photo frame, small TV and smart speaker for something that's more than just an interesting novelty. The Echo Show is effectively what you get if you took an Alexa integrated Fire tablet, put a powerful speaker on the bottom and framed it with glossy black plastic. The result is a rather monolithic look. For such a small thing it looks fairly imposing, and has split opinion of visitors to my house 50 hours 50 minutes on whether it's attractive, but placed in a corner or on a shelf, it can easily blend in with the surroundings. In fact, when it's not actively doing something, the Echo Show can operate like a smart, internet-connected version of those digital photo frames that quickly went out of fashion. You can pick from a rotating catalog of Amazon's images, a single photo or a whole album of photos from your Amazon Photos library to show on the 7-inch touchscreen. I was surprised by how nice it was to have a rotating selection of choice memories on display. I wouldn't have bought a digital photo frame to do the job, but a multi-purpose device seems easier to justify. The time and a series of cards showing latest headlines, calendar appointments and other customizable bits and pieces are displayed over the top of the image, plus suggestions of what you can ask Alexa. Having the time constantly visible is great, but I wish you could remove the "Try Alexa" suggestions. The at-a-glance information is handy, particularly if you have your calendar hooked up to your Alexa account, and formatted to be readable from across the room. You can turn off the screen manually, just by asking, or holding the mute button on the top for a few seconds to turn the device off completely. The screen will automatically dim when it doesn't detect your presence or isn't on a set schedule. The show does everything you'd expect of an Alexa smart speaker, from answering questions to controlling smart home appliances, giving you the weather or the latest news. The twist is that most things come with some visual information. For instance, if you ask Alexa for your flash briefing, if your chosen news source has video, it'll show you video instead of just audio. BBC News, for instance, pops up with an hour-applicable update taken from the BBC News channel or similar. It's played in such a way you don't need to look at the screen to get the gist, but it's more interesting if you do. Information cards are also displayed for certain questions, such as the weather, which give further at-a-glance information. My favorite is the display of the list of timers you currently have on the go, which makes it invaluable in the kitchen. The screen also enables one of the things that I've been longing for ever since installing smart cameras in my home. With the Ring Video Doorbell 2 hooked up, I can simply ask Alexa, "Show me the front door" to see the feed, which is a lot quicker and easier than digging out my phone. Another good example is the playback of music. It works just like the original Echo, with support for a range of music services. If you use something like Spotify, the screen shows album art and play controls. If you use Amazon Music, you can also get lyrics up and other bits. It's not necessary, but the screen adds another element to the smart speaker experience. There are other skills that use the screen too, and more are being updated to use the screen, meaning the show is one of those devices you buy and keep finding new users for.